Restream. So favors, Arctic, are things like taking a picture of the Gerudo guards for the fishermen, where you would normally get the seahorse in a bottle, taking pictures of Lulu for the creepy guy in Zora Hall who wants pictures of your girlfriend, taking pictures of random areas of the swamp for the swamp guy. We also, in that category of favors and what's it called? Photos, sales, and small favors. The sales come under selling things to Curiosity Shop Man, where if you sell half a milk or a mushroom, you get a 5 rupee sale. If you sell fairy, bug, milk, any portion, you get 20 rupee sale. A poor soul is 50 rupee sale. A big poor gold dust or Shadow Romani is 200 rupee sale. And they're all separate checks. And Keaton is off. But we're 4 hours into the seed, and I think Death King is just now just really trying to find anything to do.
Especially on Death King's side, like they were in the ranch on day 2.
Yep.
Why not try to get the hint to see what the item is instead of go back for it?
That's a picture of a pirate.
King's going after something I just thought of during the break. Shiro has not been checked.
Yeah, Shiro the hero's not been checked.
Recent thing.
We're getting favor for fishermen though. We're getting the picture. I didn't see if he peeked what was in there. GBT is foolish though, Arctic. That's why he hasn't pushed it. There's no point doing it. It doesn't unlock anything. And the only post-clear check is Fisherman game, and we have that hint to do us as dead. And it's no big reward.
Unfortunate.
Even meeting Shiro was no big reward. What if it's eggs? Think they're off in long. They're classed as long quests, aren't they? Small favors aren't on. What is it? It must be a gossip stone, you know. Or it could be literally the seahorse.
Did we get a hint about seahorse by chance, or no?
Nope, no hint.
Isn't it?
No, you don't pull it out. You talk to the seahorse. Talk to the seahorse. There we go.
So miner always functions as a sometimes pool?
I think it falls into a sometimes seahorse. Or it might be like one of those miner always.
Okay.
I didn't really pay much attention to the hint system when I was learning the settings.
I put it into my notes as a miner always. There's always room for these things to get shuffled based on what settings are on, so I'm not 100%.
I just know how many hints I'm going to get and they call it there.
Yeah.
If it is seahorse, that is pretty grim. This was technically only available after Stone Tower, so it would have still been just a huge casino for this massive one-off check.
This gossip won't be in play, but
no, this gossip does burn people with full gossip sanity, though.
Yeah, for hints' sake, also, it's one that I tend to forget.
Yeah, I don't believe we've seen a seahorse. Yeah, no seahorse hint. Please, just be lullaby. Don't let it be healing. Yeah, it was Fisherman. He had an ocean skulltullity. That was the very first hint in the entire game, I believe. Oh, no, that was Gorman race. So.
It was early.
Regardless. Yeah, it was very early. Oh. I've just dropped my water.
Oh
no. All over the dog. He was below me.
The dog likes the shower, I'm sure.
Not really. He was at the groomer today and had a bath. Why? Why me? Not again. How does it end when someone beats Majora or both runners DNF? Honestly, I think both runners might have DNF'd at this point if it wasn't on ZSR restream.
Yeah. Sometimes the restream's a bad thing.
Yep. If I'd been in 4 hours of a seed and there was no sign of it ending, I would probably DNF. And just hope that the opponent was in just as bad of a situation. But like, yeah, no, we'll just do another race.
If you don't want a DNF, just like send a message in the chat, maybe.
But you can't discuss the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so. Not even to say, hey, I want to give up.
Or if we're ever in a bracket race against each other, my lovely co-op buddy, my buddy old pal, and it hits the 4 hour mark, we DNF. Straight up. Unless we're in go. Hell no. I've never even ran one of the glitch settings that I'm testing your show and it's gone this long. They're normally like 2.5 hours, and there's 600 up plus checks in that.
Yeah, but at least you can glitch through problems.
Well, the Gara hints checked. We can't check the Gara hints because we don't have Gara Mask, and Gara Mask is in Snowhead Temple, which is the only dungeon. I'm pretty sure you need it, don't you?
You can just walk up to him.
Can you?
Settings.
Bro, please. Well, there we go. Oh, you almost got the double slap. Alright, make the cute little heart emote, seahorses, and heart at us with a red song. Not a white song, a red song. Yeah, I'm too used to playing Actorizer where we have to actually use the Gara Mask again, otherwise they're broken.
Let us free.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So when they're on Cola, they're not always on, but when they are on, they populate with like remaining hints, but it's only like a certain subsection of hints. Isn't that the best type of love, Crystal Bellis? It has to be on like a regional gossip, you know.
Not healthy, but it's pretty good.
Romani game.
Romani. I think that's the tweet. Romani game.
Romani game or potentially regional gossip that both runners have left.
Yeah, like maybe have we gone to the swamp one? The Swamp Spider House one?
Swamp Spider House gossip? That is a good point, actually.
Yeah. Especially with the Foolish Swamp. You might rule it out as a swamp check. And I'm not even 100% it isn't a swamp check, but I'm pretty sure it's a Skullhouse items. Have we seen all of the other gossips that would be valid? Because it's not going to be a Mountain Village post.
No, Mountain Village is full cleared for what we can actually logically do right now.
Like, it's not going to be springtime is what I meant.
Oh, yeah. Eileen might be there. Yeah, Skull Kid's. Well, that confirms it in case anyone's curious. Skull Kid is not on.
Definitely good to check, though. And big double shirt.
Yeah, sure that won't do you any good. I know it won't. I know, but I want it to be over. Just let me up the moon. You know, I can only blame myself. I've been listening to Mad World a lot recently. I think it's just coming to life. Where are we going, Sean? Where are we going? Money? Bank 3?
Yeah, Bank 3 isn't done, is it?
Wait, yeah, I don't think King ever actually finished Bank 3. He got close, but I don't think he topped it off. He did. Oh, he did the 1/3. So I think it is genuinely just Romani game and maybe a regional gossip. Maybe.
I think the only regional gossip we wouldn't have
Is the
seen by
Spider
this
House
point
one.
has
Yeah.
to be Spider House. Let me pull up my list of them.
Hmm. Did Death King do the one over the water? Right, you need to use Deku or Phase to jumps to get down in a kind of canyon.
I asked about that earlier, and you said that yes, but
No one's met the Curiosity Shop guy yet.
really, nobody's even
Yeah.
talked to him.
No, King went in, peeked the check, and left.
That
And
could
Sean,
be it.
I'm pretty sure, just hasn't peeked it. Hey, you guys get to see the Greg on Sean's side. Yeah, I think
King's going
this
over
is
here.
King
This
going for
might
that
not have been
gossip.
done.
Yeah.
Because I still don't think that Sean is really gone for regional gossips.
No, I haven't seen him intentionally hit any. And honestly, well, there's a gossip stone hint. If he hasn't hit any, he might hit like 1 or 2. But I don't think he's been pushing them. Nope, it's a fairy.
The kind of fairy that tells you that it's shuffled.
Yeah.
It'll just look like a fairy if it isn't shuffled.
Like a big ball, isn't it?
Yeah, a ball with wings.
He's now doing foolish checks. No, he's not. He's just checking
Just
his.
checking the stone.
Are we going? This looks like a spider house. Gossip.
We might be going Spider House. Doesn't look like we're going Romany. Maybe. I don't know if he actually did manage to pull the hint when he was doing the Keaton quiz.
I don't know if he. I know he was hitting the grass, but I don't know if he ever actually activated Keaton.
I know somebody was doing Keaton quiz questions.
That must have
I
been
did
Death
not
King.
read what they were.
DK did it.
Oh, okay. It sticks as fair.
Yeah.
Like, why are you here?
Sean, if you watch back this race and you watch this far, you can tell which makes the real one because it spins. Yeah, just like that.
I'm not sure I'd want to relive this.
No. It's not a race I would watch to like learn anything from, personally.
Because it's one of those things where it's like, I should have known. At this point. Maybe it is a learning moment, but like... from the race itself, not much to learn.
Yeah. I like watching my races when I get absolutely destroyed by someone. It's like, right, what happened there? Now watch it back. And if it's like just pure casino look, I'm like, alright, that's bullshit.
I'm out. Yeah.
It's I see you gambled on Doggy Race, got the Gorman mask. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is Joe mode.
Thank God it isn't healing.
That was available the first time they came to Swamp.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh. Let's have a look at his reaction. He still looks as stone faced as he was before. Okay.
His posture's a little more up, though.
Yeah, he's sat up now. He's sat up again.
There's
Swamp
life.
Spider House items.
That's
Yep.
nasty with Swamp Foolish. It really is.
Yep. So blue, if in normal like Scrubs Blitz or standard settings, when it's only collecting all the skulls for the Swamp Spider House reward, that is classed as Southern Swamp. But when the rupees are randomized, or the soils, or the skulls themselves, or the Gossip Fairies, as you've just seen, it becomes a separate region known as Swamp Spider House items.
I didn't realize it was dependent on the skull setting being on.
It's not. It's depend on anything inside being randomized off. It's like literally any setting that gets randomized into Swamp Spider House items is what changes it. But is Shawn doing all the meats? Is Shawn never did Shawn not do a Roma? No, he did a Roma. He has to have done it. Will DK ever make it to Snow Temple? I think he will. This is the one. It's going to be clean, straight up. No one saw any of the other attempts. It was first time, and he's aced it. Okay.
He was very happy about that one.
This is the run. This is it. I believe. Come on, chat. Everyone in chat. Spirit bomb this dude. Give him your power.
It's not funny.
So
it's
Garma.
inconvenient.
Oh, so close. So Death King has done Stone Tower, but the bosses are shuffled. The dungeons are not. And you get the corresponding remain with the boss you do. Nice recovery, Death King. So I believe it was George was the boss of Stone Tower Temple. Yeah.
And then the opposite was true.
Yeah, and it was Twin Mold for GBT. So Sean's done GBT, but Death King hasn't bothered to do it because it's a foolish location. And it's also a really good dungeon for your final night for time waste. Even if you can have perfect clean execution, it takes you pretty much right to final hours from 6 PM.
I don't know anybody whose execution is... Well, that's not true, but most runners' execution is 6 hours for GBT if you do it right on entry.
Yeah,
and most people prefer to do it after doing the water wheel.
Yeah, and if you fast forward your time to 6 PM from the entrance, you can get out at about 11:30 if you have really clean execution throughout.
Yeah. At generally good.
Nice.
And then the people that do glitchless regularly, their movement is better than that. But on average, it's about that.
I was really hoping it would be Pamela, but it's just not as insanely long. Will we hit the 5-hour mark, I wonder? Do you think it'll take 30 minutes for Death King? I don't think it'll take 30. I think we'll get close to the 5-hour mark, though.
It'll be close to 5, but it won't be 5.
Yeah. Lullaby is on the Swamp Spider House Gossip Fairy.
And Sean really has not been checking up on regional gossip, so I don't...
Yeah. I think there's been like
I don't know
one or
that
two he's
we'll
done.
see it. If he
Imagine.
thinks to start checking them and starts with Swamp Spider House, that'll be nice.
Yep.
It'll be a tight race then.
It wasn't actually a bad place for a Gara Master. We got opponent very early in the seed. It was on the Termina Field pillar with the red rupees. And when they went south, they both had it. They both went into Swamp Spider House to check the rupees that were randomized in there. They just never went to the back room and checked the Gossip Fairy. It was only quite late when they started checking Gossip Fairies.
And they
Ooh, and
probably didn't have hookshot at the time because of it being on Hugo, but
yeah,
you still had access to it.
yeah,
from
100%
Deku.
had access. And thank you for the raid, Gothic Zelda. Welcome in. You're coming
Hello.
into a Go mode seed at 4 hours 30 minutes. Yeah. Now, was BK easy on there? Would it have been a DQ if he did a BK skip? Because it is a time loss. See, it wasn't
Given
even.
that the boss keys are just gone,
Yeah.
sure, you'd be allowed.
It wasn't even that isolated, Gar Master, so the rupees you check, you climb on the pots, and from there you can just run backwards a little bit. It's like 2 doors. It's pretty much there.
If I remember, King is the one that actually woke up the Deku, so it would have been pretty on the way for him.
Yep. And it looks like Shawn has just DNF'd out in the race time. Can't blame him
Death
after
King
this long
will
of a
need to
seed.
finish it out to get the win.
Yeah, Death King does need to finish it out still. If you're not used to your new checks that came in 1.16, this was definitely not a nice seed. It
Yeah,
definitely
for
tested
sure.
your routing capabilities. Let's see this GPT execution. Yeah, no, after 4.5 hours of what is not quite standard, I mean, it's mystery, but a non-glitch seed, no. Absolutely not. Props to both runners for still sticking out as long as they have.
And they've done a great job of keeping up with the mystery checks that are in play.
Mm-hmm.
Just with Shawn, it was a case of regional gossips just wasn't even a thought. It would seem. I can't speak to knowing that yet, but as far as we saw, there were no regional gossips done.
It's easy enough to do. It's potential of like 1,200 checks, give it, take a few off. In Max Sanity
Yeah.
MM, it's hard to remember everything that's on.
And we had green rupees on this, so all of the freestanding rupees were in play.
Yep. I think with the freestanding rubies on alone, that adds 351 checks to the game. It's a lot to remember.
Yeah, I believe that. And Song Sanity, that's just always a rough one, no matter what the mystery shuffle is.
Yep. Because that always ends in a casino. Ooh, close on the Gorman water wheel. Just a little bit too early there. You know, I like seeing this trick from people who are quite often oot runners. Because you'll always see that little shield tap just before they do a roll.
Feel like coming from Oot, like you're gonna be no stranger to extended setups for things.
Yep.
This is a pretty baby setup, all things considered.
Thank you, Shawn, for the raid. And it looks like we're going to be getting Shawn in the commentary booth for a quick little interview. So get your questions ready, chat.
Weigh your pitchforks.
Sharpen them off, light your torches.
No, don't sharpen them. Stop. Blunt them.
That's a pretty background Sean's got.
It's nice.
Tired, Sean. I bet you feel tired. It's late for us, dude. Hello, welcome in, Sean.
Hello, GG's.
GG's, man.
GG.
Where
Got
was
no
Lullaby?
Swamp Spider House, Gossip Stone Fairy.
Gossip Stone Fair.
Yep, regional Gossip Stones were on.
I thought you needed healing for that.
Epona's song works too.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Really.
I
was a-
I
forgot
would have
about that factor,
never.
Yeah.
I'd have never have thought of that.
Yeah, you were both last locating on it for well over, what, an hour and a half. So don't feel bad. When you were talking in the race time there, but talking about forfeiting, was pretty much when Death King had just picked it up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just did everything. I had nothing left. I was using a spreadsheet to check all the checks. Just nothing.
Yeah, there was nothing left at all, apart from regional gossips. So,
On both sides.
On both
this was
sides.
a last location in the truest sense.
yep. The absolute last check in the game that was available. But no, you did good, man. You did good.
Oh, this is a very long one.
The one thing that like scared us at first was when you did the Terminafield Gwei. None of us saw the ice arrows. Even no one in chat saw the ice arrows at first. We all thought it was like a blue rupee or something. And then when Death King did it, we're like, oh no, that is terrible. But then obviously you had all your Stone Tower access and everything. And then you just paused. And what was the thought process? Were you thinking about like finding your logic before you pushed that direction or what?
Yeah, there was no point me climbing because I knew I needed ice arrows, and I was making an educated guess that Zora was sort of in Stone Tower Temple.
Yeah. Honestly, for that part of the seed, thinking about the logic is what saved you there. Because that could have been a horrendous last location.
Yeah, when I was going through my checks, I was like, because I'm not confident with it on Epona, because I always tend to miss the first couple of items, it feels like. So, being able to do it with Goron and then seeing the ice arrows, I was like, oh.
That was a very clean Iceless Water Wheel from Death King there in GBT, though.
Fortunately, you have to take off the Zora mask, otherwise you get voided out there.
That was incredibly clean on the climb up, though.
Very
nice.
And round
to
two.
see.
Oh, and again. No, wrong one. There we go.
Almost.
But yeah, you had...
Definitely got D-padded there.
Oh. Rough luck. Just go for the ramp, go for the elevator. But yeah, you had quite a strong lead for the majority of the seed. As you can see, Death King's still got 2 dungeons to do. So it was just literally a race to Lullaby. If you'd found it first, it would have been Joe over.
Yeah, I did Great Bay want to think about what I'd missed.
Yeah, which is always a good thing. Just push your progression. You know, there's nothing you have to think about in there apart from your execution, so...
This seed
dungeon.
I could have done this seed for 12 hours and not thought of regional gossips.
Yeah.
Because I'd seen healing in Great Bay and I was like, oh, well, it's not on or it's foolish.
Yeah, it's just one of those MM logic quirks that people don't really know about. But once it's burned you once, you will never forget that, will you?
I'll add it to the list.
Yep. The list of things do not forget in big bold letters.
Which is all the things I did last in this seed, but we won't talk about that part.
Oh yeah, he does only have this dungeon left, doesn't he? He's already done Snowhead. Apologies.
Yeah. Not marked on the tracker though, so...
Yeah. Hey, Axel's restreaming as well. We'll give him a passe.
Yeah.
That was a nice little turn you did there.
Right, I do need to dip though. I need to be up pretty early in the morning.
Same,
But-
dude. Same.
Apologies, it went
Whoever was
on for
gonna
so
dip.
long.
It's okay. Thank you for racing, man, and thank you for sticking through it as long as you did.
That was
Big
yeah,
props
that
to
was.
sticking through it.
Yeah.
It's how you win half of your mystery races. It feels like you can win races just by completing them, but I think here it's in a tournament setting. Maybe it's slightly different.
Yeah. It gives you more room to focus up, I feel, when you're in the tournament race.
Mm-hmm.
But we should be over within the next 6 or so minutes. Quicker dollar kill and then the Majora fight with FD, so
Yeah, easy.
just cutscenes basically holding us back at this point. But no, you have a good night, Sean. Thank you for joining us, man.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for having me on.
And he's gone. Wait, I said dollar and Bloomin' Twin Mole fan. Yeah, it's because I looked at like Sean's tracker. I'm like, he's missing a dollar. It's the wrong side.
Yeah.
Sean did point something out though that none of us picked up on. That healing was in Great Bay. Didn't notice that.
And it being marked as foolish, absolutely. Like, that makes sense to think of it that way. It's wrong, but it makes sense.
So we had a nice, clean execution through GBT. It's on the rubies at the start. Interesting.
I guess from a distance, you can just see it as a white song and be like, well,
Yeah, that's
that's healing.
It's Sky. This was a Hugo seed.
Hugo hookshot. Never forget.
What Hugo? And you missed it. I even tried to find you in chat when it was happening. And snipe. Oh. And snipe. And snipe. There we go. Third time's a charm. Internet time limited. Ooh. It's why you lie in bed hiding under the covers. Like using a torch to light up your Game Boy screen, you know? Listening for the footsteps. No music on your Pokemon.
I like to think that we had Game Boys before we had lights. That's a funny thought. I like that.
I mean, we did.
Before we had backlights, yes. Like before we had lights at all in our homes.
Oh, before the invention of the lamp.
Yeah.
Streetlights still existed though for those long car journey home, man.
Yeah.
Has anyone won this seed? Chat has for staying here with us. Chat won this seed. And Death King.
I don't think that's a win for chat. I think this has reached over chat's limit of wanted. Gossip fairies and also butterfly well fairies.
Yeah, so we had, just as a refresher for anyone, because I think the pinned message will have gone when stream died. We have had boss room shuffle, all stray fairies, full song sanity, boss keysy, small keysy, long quests were off, shop prices were shuffled, shops were vanilla, ocean skulls, crates and barrels were vanilla, scoops were vanilla, soft soils vanilla, cow was vanilla, keaton grass vanilla, frog sanity, but we're never going to see any. Hit spots weren't on, full ruby sanity, butterfly and well fairies, regional gossip fairies were on, favours were off, notebook meats were on, pots and snowballs were off. Whew.
That's a mouthful. And a brainful if you're just remembering that off the top of your head, but I'm sure you're pulling that off notes.
No, just remembering. I don't keep notes on Restream.
That's crazy. I don't have a brain big enough for that.
Yeah, you do. It takes practice.
You're right. I haven't practiced enough for that.
You need to do more Kawashima brain training, man.
You're right. When are they adding Brain Age to Archipelago so I can start playing it?
See, I find it easier to remember things when I'm playing. I can never remember the hints, the actual hints on Restream. I need the what, and sometimes in foolish things.
Some days I'm good at keeping my hints in my head, but I always write it out to my notes file. Because once we're 2-3 hours in, brain no worky.
Sky, don't give away my secrets. And we've got the best phase, Incarnation.
Start with Epona, but it was early on the Pillar Rupees.
It was TF Pillar Rubies. And both runners had it when they went south. I wonder if we're going to have a nice clean Wrath phase. Oh my god. I have to mention something when this is over. And that is GG's. 4 hours 46 minutes.
GG.
Well done, Death King, for sticking through this seed. That is major props.
That's a lot of stamina.
Yeah, it is. That's a lot of stamina.
Perseverance.
The funny thing I wanted to point out, by the way, on Death King's actual stream, Majora's Wrath died at the same time Incarnation died on the restream. The exact same frame. Oh.
So to
I don't think it's
Marx's question with the Gossip Stones, Sean didn't check them. They found healing in a foolish GBT, so they just didn't think it was going to be on and didn't realize about Epona being a condition for the Gossips.
Yeah, he
And
didn't realize you could play
Death King
Epona.
had been checking them, but Swamp was foolish, and we'll find out if that was a confusion about the Swamp House Spider items, but
But there's not really anything left we can say about the seed.
we've seen it all.
We've seen it all. You've seen everything. Just questions for the runners. No speculation needed. There's nothing to speculate on. Maybe where Bunnyhood was.
Bunnyhood is the only thing we don't really know and sort of want to know about.
It looks like Death King is not coming in for the interview because he's got to sleep. To be fair, it is 1:30 in the morning for him.
That's very reasonable.
And after doing what it was almost a 5-hour race, no one can blame the man there.
Is anybody on the outro? I know Shan did our intro.
Us, I guess.
I'm not qualified, you're doing it.
Unless Axel wants to poke in. Axel's going to poke in, I think. You can. I just want to go
All
bed.
chat can come in here. And
Yeah, let's bring all the chat in.
Oh, the prediction.
Oh.
Sure, we did not award that, I don't think.
No, we did. Oh no, the actual prediction. Yeah, no, we didn't. I have to take him in the bed first.
Testing.
Hello.
Hello, the test is
Sure,
back.
because as I said in chat, I'm at the office, so just making sure it's working. But definitely a crazy race. Thank you very much to our runners, Sean and Death King 2, our commentators, Moevo and Kiana Gosher, and Shannon Red, who was your restreamer rolling the seed and tracking the race as well. We currently have another mystery tournament race going on ZSR2, so we're going to be rating them. No spoilers for the results of this race, because maybe there are people that haven't seen it and all that, and so on and so forth. So, with that said, we'll see you guys in the next race, and take care.
Good night, chat.
Good night.